Okay, so let's talk about a couple of things. One thing that helps me know if my diapers are clean and that there's no more soap in it is I take my gloves off at that point because the water's, your diapers are clean, so you're fine. So I take my gloves off so I can feel the residue of the soap if there's still soap in the diapers after the rinse. So that lets me know if I need to rinse again. And I did need to rinse again, so I'll consider, I will not add as much soap as I did today. A little soap goes a long way, especially with such a small load. So I should have really thought about it and not done so much, but that's okay. I just did an extra rinse and they were fine. So if your hands feel squeaky clean and your diapers feel that way, then you are good to go. So wring them out and then put them in a basket or whatever to haul them to the next place that you're going to hang them to dry. So a couple of tips on drying. One of the worst parts about doing the flats challenge is wringing your diapers out. It's the worst part of it all. I would wash diapers for days, but I hate wringing diapers out. You can do a few things. One way that I have not done or tried myself, is you can get a bucket and hang it onto a tree and drill holes at the bottom of the bucket. And you put your stuff in the bucket and you spin it, and supposedly all of the water is supposed to drain out that way. I've seen videos of it, and I don't know if it actually works or not. It doesn't seem effective enough for me to try it. So maybe one day I will try that and show you guys and tell you what I really think and if it's effective. But another thing that you can do, and which is what I'm going to do today, is get a towel. So what I like to do is when you hang your diapers up, usually after a few minutes, the fabric towards the bottom of the diapers is soaking wet because the gravity brings the water down towards the end. And usually it'll start dripping onto my carpet or whatever. So when I first started doing it this way, when I was very beginning learning how to do it all, I just put a towel underneath my diapers to catch all the drip. But I learned that if I get rid of all of the water before I hang them up to dry for overnight, then they dry quicker, one, and two, I don't have puddles in my carpet. So this is what I do. After I wring them out, I hang them all up for about 5-10 minutes, I don't know. Then I wring them again to get rid of the excess water towards the bottom of the fabric, and you'd be surprised with how much water you get rid of. So you take so this needs to be wrung again, and then what you can do is just fold it or roll it or whatever, and then you take your diaper and you roll it in the towel and stand up and put pressure on it, and the pressure will take more of the water out. And actually I'm going to open it up and do it that way so there's more towel layers to soak up the water on the inside. Now you don't have to do this, you can just hang them up and be done, but because I have so little diapers to go for both kids, I want to make sure that they are dry by the next day that I need to have them. So, and you probably don't even need to do this with your flats because they are just one layer of fabric and they dry so fast. They will almost always be dry the next day. So, but this already feels lighter. It's not heavy from the water, and it doesn't feel as wet. And you can see here kind of how much water was soaked up. So I will do this with all of my pocket parts of the diaper. See, this feels really heavy, so I'll wring it out. Just into towel because I don't have a bucket next to me, which is fine. And that got rid of a ton of water. So put it on the next part of the towel and make sure there's enough towel covering all the fabric to soak it up from the inside. And then like so. And this way, yes, it seems like just a lot of extra work, but with how we're doing the challenge and everything, it's gonna help so much. And I hate having stuff hung up longer than over the night. When I first did this, I had a clothesline literally from room to room and diapers hanging everywhere because we didn't have a dryer. So our walls, the empty space above us was all full of diapers, and it was ridiculous. Already so much lighter. Awesome. So yes, it is a lot more work, but I hate having things hung up. It's just it's annoying. I hate clutter, so it just drives me crazy. When I had it going, all the clotheslines up that way, in the winter, they didn't dry as fast. In the summer, if I had my fans going and the wind was going and it had more airflow and whatnot, it dried faster. But I still hated it. So, and this apartment is a little bit bigger, so I have a little bit more room, and I have a deck that I'm actually going to put them outside to dry in the morning if they're not done. Because as soon as I wake up, I want to take them down. So I will let you know how that goes and how long it took for everything to dry. It's currently past midnight because kids, life, just, And I also forgot that I was supposed to clean those tonight. So right before bed, I was like, crap. So, but you do what you need to do. But I think that today was, the first day of the challenge was successful. And I'm actually super proud of myself. And if you do it this way, you should be proud of yourself. Even if you don't do it this way, if you do cloth diapers, you should be proud of yourself. If you try and you fail, you should still be proud of yourself. Because this is just, it's awesome. I've made so many friends over cloth diapers. It's ridiculous. I've helped so many people. This is my favorite way of serving people. When I have young families that are my friends that need a little help financially, usually I give diapers, but I only do it if they are going to do it, because if they don't use them, then I can use them. So it's a great way to make friends. They're great gifts. Anyway, I kind of went on a tangent, but I love doing it, and I'm actually considering doing it for the rest of the summer so I can save on my electricity bill, because I'd rather run AC. So I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Have a good night.